We shouldn't lose this, right? It's our first home game of the season. We're gonna wear the alt jerseys. And the Aztecs, they can't hurt us today. I feel like I had... Oh. Does anyone remember this book of poems? It's very dusty. It's been a long time. Our poems by Lou Barrett. There's some really interesting ones. We're gonna read one from where we left off. I have seen Axis football, but I don't know. I'm gonna be throwing my wad at maximum. I don't know where we were at. We'll say we were at Bread and Wine, a poem by the beautiful Lou Barrett. These are all weird, by the way, and I don't know where this book came from. In her white coat and stethoscope, she examines my creased hand, a pilot examining a map, checking the plot of A Heart's Flight. She could trace it all except for silent spills of milk and blood, hidden under skin, covert watermarks, invisible lines, enduring as bread, defiant as a vine. What it means is that we're gonna win. Wait a second. I forgot about this. We have a Mad Libs as well. Just married Mad Libs. We might have to do one of these. Oh, I like it. Everybody loves Mad Libs, right? We could read my taxes.
Justice need to return.
What's this? Is this what I think it is? Is this from my time on trail? On the Pacific Crest Trail? It totally is. Oh, that's hilarious. So, bunch of notes that carried me 1,800 miles through the mountains. What does this one say? Nice. My permit. Nice. Not my taxes, though, so can't be read on stream. Just go ahead and kick this one off. I don't think I need to play. They won't take this out. Pussies. Oh, man. You know, I brought it up in hybrids, but if anyone wants to give me $800 for a Porsche 924 that I can build, not against it. Oh shit, I did not call my play. They're gonna run, so it's okay. Oh, no, it's not. Hey, Clark. Can you come here? Can you come here? Come on. Come here. Man, she hates me. Rocky Top, thanks for hanging out. SpongeBob memes. Like it. That's a nice stop. Is that how much those bets were? That was over $1,000 for that? Oh man. That's it. That's an amount. Oh my god. On sale. Oh man. Could you imagine? Like I just don't stream for a week, and then the next time I pop up, it's corner beds in the background.
Call it a gain of 5 yards. That makes it third and
Or like I turn that into my desk. And $1,500 for, I mean, that's for 2 beds. It's not terrible. 3rd and 3, they're gonna have to go to the air. Oh, we had pressure, but at least we forced the 4th down.
call it a gain of 3 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
And just have an empty room that's for activities. Oh, well, they're gonna be in a field goal formation. I guess we're gonna take the punt team out. It might make your life, but it's not going to do kind things to my wallet. I guess we're going to try to return this field goal. That was a terrible idea. We're too slow to do that. As number 6 Florida, that helps us. A top 10 team falls in our quest to make it into the BCS National Championship. And our first offensive play here, we're throwing. It cannot go wrong. These guys suck compared to Balalama. Oh, told ya, Eddie Vandermeulen. First down, baby. We're going air raid for this game. 101 passing for Benny Med. What? Manning, take him deep. Oh, Manning's got the one-on-one. Can he get in position? Oh, he does! Kingsley Manning, 47 yards downfield. You can't make that up. Already, we've completed as many passes as we did the entire Alabama game. And Benny Meds is going to take that one on the ground for 9 yards. San Diego State is nothing. That's why we play hard teams to start the season. It's like training with weights on. When you take them off for other competition or for real competition, it makes it feel easy. And that's what these Aztecs are. Easy. Get them into bed with a wink and a shitty joke. Yeah, exactly. We don't, there's no bother, you know, or no point in scheduling like a little tune-up game at the start of the season to figure out how your team's gonna work. Throw them into the fucking fire. If they don't die, then you're fine. You know, Sky Woolworth, actually in between the Bama game and this San Diego State game, got a memo from the dean, or the president, I should say, of the university, and had to inform all of his players that every dorm on campus, well, or every dorm room on campus now has a corner bed. It really sucks if you hate your roommate.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
I'd like to get a stop here. I'm kind of expecting a run. It is a run. We've got the 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 1 on the play. 3rd down.
Let's go ahead and go with a little, actually, you know what? We're going to blitz again. Show it. Bring everybody forward. And hope that they pass. And, oh, we had a chance to stuff the quarterback there. We just focused on the pitch man instead, which means I didn't make my adjustments, but that's fine. Still 7-0. You know, I'm not panicking yet. Oh, man. I mean, really, we're just biding time until Maximum Football comes out. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a disastrous excuse for defense right there. We apparently need to make the adjustments that I said that we didn't need to make. Because that's back-to-back plays where the quarterback hurt us. And they've got a 1st and goal at the 5. I guess if I'm ever in that opportunity, I'll say, hey babe, we gotta sleep in opposite beds on the corners. Actually, when we go on like family vacation type stuff, it's some terrible thing where Airbnbs that house a lot of people, usually they are housing a lot of people because they'll take a room and just throw a ton of twin beds into it. And without fail, every single time we go to one of these places, everybody else and their significant others get, you know, full or queen size beds, and us two are stuck in the only twins on opposite sides of the room. Like, literally almost every single time that's happened. They're gonna try to put it out. Oh, I fucking just whiffed a tackle. We're gonna let the San Diego State just stick around when we should be able to throw them in the dumpster. Also, I don't know if you guys notice, but it's a night game. The sky is dark, but the desert is as bright as it would be at noon. True. Except freshman year of college, it was us two in a twin bed, and my roommate on the opposite side of the room. Godfrey with a decent return here. I mean, we are in some sort of army testing area. That's kind of what explains why all the players, even the ones that show up and aren't super tall, end up super tall. Something in the water for sure. Nothing there for Travis Thompson. Why am I not just, technically I had a quarter bed in college, yeah. Oh shit, even my first apartment. Nick, I would change that to the ground at night. There's so much light pollution coming off the ground. Tom, how's it going? We just lost a heartbreaker to Bama. Oh my God, what am I doing? I wanted to run the air raid this game and just playing like an idiot. I wish I was cool. Let's see if we can pick up a third down. This is definitely 4 down territory, right? Let's do this. Ooh, I like my Y. I don't like it. B. Oh! Oh, no.
Number 87 was the intended receiver on the play. 4th down.
I don't know how to run the triple option pass. Now is probably not the time to figure it out, right? Oh, the B guy was, I don't know who it was. It must have been Kingsley. He was absolutely wide open. I'm hitting Nehemiah Bobo here for a first down, guaranteed. Ooh, and a little bit more as well. Gumbo? I could go for some gumbo right now. I've never had, like, a real gumbo. I've only had, like, shitty gumbo. But I could like it. Bama, they were 4th. This is only year 3, so they're pretty solid. We played them last year and also got beat, but both years in a row, or 2 years in a row now, we've kept it close. Through the first half. Here, Tom, this is just a little explanation of this team builder in general. As Medley's going to keep this one. Oh, someone's primed for getting juked right there. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Oh, I love me some sausage. Ah, son of a bitch. It's not fair. I could be tricked into saying the stupidest shit. Too easily. Medley. Nope, no jukes there. One of these days he's going to make somebody lose their stuff. Oh, I don't know why that doesn't pop up with any explanation of how to use it. That's annoying. Cowboy, I think you just put a number after that. It does, since I apparently don't have an explanation for it. It takes poon points, and you put the number that you want to gamble right after that, and then it will just go make an RNG. And if it's above 50, it doubles, and if it's below 50, you lose it, and if it's like 90 up, or it just might not be working, to be honest. Because that should. Oh, you also probably don't have 69 if you want to do the points. let me see. Ah, see, son of a bitch. It's not like I can just print myself new ones. There's a few things I need to work on with some of these commands, very obviously. Like the fact that right at the start of the stream, the auto mod just went and attacked everybody. Oh, Your Excellency, I didn't see that you were here. Good day to you. We just scored, right? Literally not. Sometimes I feel like I play a lot better when I show up. I'm gonna say no, Nick. In high school, I could write in garbage languages. I was originally gonna do computer science, and then I remembered I'm a fucking idiot, and it wouldn't work out well. But like my senior project in high school was making some really shitty math game in Flash. Fucking Flash. Ugh. We're up 14-7, by the way, at the start of the second, and we didn't even start with the ball, so this is great news as far as I'm concerned. And that's a nice run stop. Are you any of you guys into Formula 1? Oh, great. He's gonna scam me. Good stop. Good stop there. Oh, well, we're gonna force the punt. We're gonna hope for the best. We'll see if maybe I have to return it. I'd rather not. Oh, son of a bitch! This is not gonna go well. Godfrey. Yeah, just get popped immediately. I did from the California border, or from the Mexico border to the California-Oregon border, and then like 50 miles of Oregon. And I have a plan, tentative plan, to finish it with a guy that I met next summer. But fucking, like, we hiked together for the first 600 miles. Me and this, and Captain is his trail name. And fittingly, I don't know if you guys know much about the Pacific Crest Trail. It's a 2,600 mile backpacking trail that goes from Mexico to Canada along the west coast. And fittingly, you get like a trail name typically that people on trail refer to you as. So you don't, partially so you don't have to tell complete strangers your name, and also just because it's kind of fun. Like, you know, you're known for something. But fittingly, my trail name was Trash Pile, and so I had to tell people when someone said, "Hey, who are you?" I had to say, "Yeah, I'm Trash Pile," just because I looked like garbage in the middle of the night to a bunch of people. But some days are a complete bitch to hike, and some days are just like the most incredible views that I've ever seen. There was the from Bernie, California to Dunsmuir, California, which was for me only like 3 days. It's like 100-something miles, or around 100 miles of hiking. I I did what some people call the McDouble challenge, where the only
That'll bring up
food
32.
that I had was McDoubles from McDonald's, so I had 25 McDoubles as my food for 3 days. The first night, I camped alone, and at about maybe 3 in the morning, I started hearing this really weird noise that I have, literally the only time that I've ever heard it, and it woke me up, and it was just super loud. It was like this. I was having to eat like 3-day-old McDoubles, but I just like this noise that I didn't understand what was happening as I'm getting woken up in the middle of the night. And it turns out that it was a black bear, because this is in black bear territory. And there's a black bear in my campsite that wants my 20 or so hamburgers that I've hiked out into the wilderness. So I'm sitting there in my tent just like screaming at this bear to run away. And let me tell you, it's nerve-wracking. I was woken up very early that day. Also, it turns out there's a lot of yellow jackets in Northern California, and yellow jackets like to eat meat. So I made a lot of friends with yellow jackets, and for that entire night with the bear, I had bees trying to get into my tent. Like, I didn't know bees could be nocturnal, but they were literally just like buzzing at me, just like if there was a hole in the tent, they were gonna find it and they were gonna get in. Almost died to a or almost got bitten by a rattlesnake. It was a bad day. But only 2 near-death experiences. Also, black bears are pussies. I'd rather fight a black bear than a rattlesnake, or like a mountain lion or something. But you just yell at a black bear and they'll run away. They're giant raccoons. They're if black bear would absolutely be a bottom.
Gain of 8 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
But yeah, like, so I did 1,800 miles, and at mile marker 200, which is coming down Mount San Jacinto, kind of SoCal, worst day on trail for me. It was like my longest day at that time. It was like 28 miles of hiking, and the first like 10 miles was all downhill off of the mountain, which downhill backpacking is awful, just kills your knees. And right as I got to the 200-mile marker, which should be like a, something that you're really excited about, because, under your own power, you've backpacked 200 miles in like a week and a half. Just past that, I'm stepping along, just like pissed off about the morning, and I plant my trekking pole into the ground and take a step right next to it, and I just hear a rattle immediately. And rattlesnakes, it's just like, it makes you jump when you hear it, and I look down, and if my trekking pole is right here, the rattlesnake is right here, and my leg is right here, and I literally, like, I was on the side of a mountain, so I couldn't go anywhere, and I just screamed and like ran away. If that rattlesnake decided to bite me, I was alone for who knows how long before someone shows up with no cell service.
That's a gain of 14 yards on the play.
That would have been one hell of a day. Instead, I just was miserable and like almost quit. Got lost once. But yeah, these jerseys are, I don't know, they're surprisingly alright.
Hendricks makes the tackle. That's a gain of
I've hitchhiked a bunch of times now.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Tiger, no idea. I don't think anyone has a solid answer as to when the game goes live, besides sometime on the 27th. Ooh. Thought I had a chance to stop that one.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That
But
makes
yeah,
it 1st and 10.
hitchhiking is interesting. There was a woman that we met that, like, told us about how she was contemplating going up and going into the woods and just leaving her body for nature. And, like, basically talking about how she was just, like, probably in her 40s. Just talking about how she was just gonna go out in the woods and die. It was just, like, bizarre. And then she gave us $100 for a cab ride into town. and gave us some juice that I'm not sure I should have drank. Just a whole lot of weird things. There was the, like, hippies that lived in a commune that came and gave us hibiscus tea and weird brownie things that I didn't eat mine because I was not trusting that. And you could tell they obviously lived in a commune, and they had a woman with them with a baby, and, like, it was like she wasn't allowed to talk. Like, she was just silent and just, like, back the whole time.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That brings up second and
Very weird. If the problem is the hippies showed up on, like, literally it was day 5 for me, so I was still fresh on the trail. If that would have happened a few weeks later, 100% sure, or I would have just been like, yeah, sure. Someone's willing to give me free drugs out here. Who am I to say no? Like what happened at, you know, the last stop in what many people call the High Sierra. There's this Kenny Meadows North, and I show up and I'm all alone, and I just left my friends because they started fucking, and I was like, I don't want to be a third wheel on this trail. So I left them and was hiking on my own, and I come into this little, like, small woodsy resort thing, and I'm sitting there eating dinner, and I see someone that I recognized from the trail. So I say, hey, what are you doing? And they said, well, we found this millionaire and his daughter, and they're gonna let us sleep at their place for the night. So we just, you know, went over there. I finagled my way into that and had this dude buy us expensive dinner and drinks, and then his daughter gave me weed. It was one hell of a night. And I didn't bring any protection on trail because I've been in a happy relationship for like 7 years. Dude, I wish. I wish. My fucking... No. My, like, puffy jacket that I brought is this $20 cheap thing from Canada, and, like, I just, the cheapest shit I could find. Backpacking stuff gets expensive, especially for lightweight backpacking stuff. That's why I've made my own tent now. Oh, I don't know if I ever set up my backpacking tent. I remember when I mentioned that I was going to make a tent on stream, but yeah, I've designed and sewn my own tent now. And it's like, weighs just over a pound. I don't think I can set it up inside because of stuff, but, you know. Oh, also, I don't know if you... when you said protection, I kind of... my first thought was you were talking about condoms. I have a tiny pocket knife. But other than that, I didn't take anything. No hunting knife, no gun, no bear spray. The problem is with the tent, it's not freestanding. Like, it doesn't have like a typical pole thing where you slide the pole in and that helps it stand up. It uses like trekking poles and stuff, so it has to be in like dirt to stand up. Ooh, that was a cool little juke into a spin. But yeah, a lot of crazy stuff on that trail, and I didn't even finish it. I still have
What?
like 800 miles to go.
Stop all the downloading.
I'm gonna assume you say your name Gart, but thanks for the follow, man. Cowboy, it's technically true that sometimes they're like the Appalachian Trail this year. I'm pretty sure a guy killed a woman. But it's, if you think about the amount of miles that people hike and the amount of people on the trails these days, it's a lot of. First off, I'm a white man, so it makes it a lot safer just to be out in the woods on the West Coast. But second, it's a lot of, you just have to be smart. I don't think I met a single person who had anything more than maybe like a 2-inch knife. And most people on trail are completely unarmed. But I'd rather die than have to carry an extra pound of stuff. Joking, of course. I guess it's a matter of, yeah, I don't know. I've taken knives before, but I don't know. I've just never felt unsafe. And yeah, this is Clark. We also have Pippin, but she doesn't like to show up. True that. I also know that like I don't carry a crazy big first aid kit when I go backpacking. You know, I have like bandages and maybe like an maybe like a clotting powder and some like antibiotics and shit. But even if I take stuff that I'm gonna be able to use to like help myself if I break a leg or something, I just know that it's not gonna be used properly, and I'd be better off spending that weight, you know, carrying something to call, something like that. But yeah, Clark, she's named after Smallville, the Smallville Superman, Clark Kent. Oh man. Listen, alright? Corner beds are a way of life. I realize that now. Because we're just gonna boom the QB. You notice that I'm playing really well when I'm not, like, actively paying attention to the game. I think there's a good chance that we would have beat Alabama if I would have been rambling about some bullshit. Is he gonna take off again? No? Oh. That's a sweet name. Nick McTear. Sean Wilson has only had one incomplete pass. That could be it. That could be it. Oh, okay, got him. That wasn't bad. That wasn't half bad. But yeah, like it's part of the stuff on trail is that like also so many people are aware of what it is, that like when people pick you up hitchhiking, obviously there's a risk there, but because most people know about the trail, the people that pick you up are picking you up because they know exactly where you're wanting to go. But like, I don't think I had a single sketchy hitchhike, and I probably had to hitchhike at least a dozen times. Yeah, Gart, thanks for stopping by. Very rambly compared to usual.
Encroachment, defense.
Can't believe we're gonna get hit with that bullshit encroachment again. I'm gonna blitz on 3rd and 1. We're gonna bring some pressure. And it works. If you don't find car rides, you either walk into town or you wait even longer. it's yeah, it's rough. Most towns aren't like ridiculously far from the trail, so you don't technically need to hitchhike ever. It just makes it easy. I mean, like, there's some that are on trail, where you like walk through them, and there's some that are like, you know, maybe 20 miles away, which is rough, and you're not gonna want to road walk that. But for the most part, it's not bad at all. You just
Gain of 1 yard.
just call it good.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't know what you mean by the lack of corners. Oh, never mind. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm stupid. I know what you mean by the lack of corners now. Ooh, Manning. Kingsley Manning. The longest play, maybe? The longest touchdown play in Giraffes history? 80 yards through the air? I mean, my tent technically has corners, and my tent is so small that I can touch all 4 corners at once while I'm sleeping, so, you know, if the outdoors is feeling too open to me, I can just set up shop in the tent and call it good. Yeah. Hey, I think I might have... actually, I don't know. I want to say I might have slept with just a sleeping bag and no clothes on a couple times, but I don't know if that's true at all. Because you never know when somebody's going to walk up on you out in the middle of the woods. Oh, damn it. We need interceptions here. Right, Clark?
That makes it 1st and 10.
Stupid cat. Maybe one day I'll do a show and tell of my backpacking gear list, or everything that I took with me. My base weight, I think at the end of that, was like around 13 pounds. So everything except for food and water.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
But when I go back out, it'll be less than that. Like, I've already cut over a pound off, which is about the norm. Can we get this pick? Blalock! Ooh, baby! Oh, look at that juke that he put on the like running back. I really wish maybe Maximum Football will have some better defensive sets, although I don't think so. I haven't looked at the defensive stuff for that game, but a 3-2-6. I would 100% rock a 3-2-6 with this team, because I'm pretty sure that my safeties and corners are faster than everybody else, and we're already terrible at tackling. So I would love the opportunity to get a little bit of extra speed. And, well, I can't remember who he played for. It was like maybe an Ivy League school or a D2. I remember watching a video, or no, he might have been higher than that. There was like a 5'4" or some shit like that running back a few years ago who got in for a play and like just fucking busted out a run. I just don't remember what his name was.
Number 15 on the tackle at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Is it this Rice guy? 4'9". This is gonna be an auto playing video. I'm gonna die if this video auto plays. Yeah, there was a Rice guy, Jason Carter, 4'9". So D1. Oh, Medley, another juke. Look at that, 41 points, about to be 42. End of the third. We're out here just slapping fools around. Oh, I might. Let me see. Oh, we have dropped some frames. Holy shit. Why? We have supposedly a good connection. I wonder, did it just happen? I wonder if it was when I loaded that web page. It was taking a really long time to load it. But no, it says that we're still dropping frames. Close this shit. Get it out of here. I want to drop frames. No, thank you. Oh man, you've got me paranoid now. But it's like still is. I don't think it's you, Nick. No, it says that we've dropped frames. I just don't know when it happened. It's like not happening a ton. But it, like, throughout this whole stream, it's dropped a decent amount. Oh gosh, that's a name that I can't say. Newberry, preseason All-American with a huge diving swat. We're gonna quiche. Is it quiche? Team builder only kind of still works. You cannot create teams. Spelling it out like that doesn't help. But if I got it right, then quiche is good. Oh, interesting. So it's still exists in the fact that you can download a team that's already been created. So anything that was created before Team Builder went offline is still usable, but you can't create new teams. The website's still down. That was terrible defense from the... That might have been Chaz out there. It's dropping every once in a while, but it's not like a huge amount. I really wish the Team Builder came back. Like, if it came back up for, like, 2 days, I would be making so many. And I have no idea if you can play other people. Honestly, I don't think I've played one online game in this entire game's history, and it was years ago. So I don't know if maybe having Xbox Live you still can, but I haven't given it a shot. And I think maybe, I feel like I've seen or heard of other people doing online dynasties still, like sometime this month on Twitch, but I'm just not sure when it's happened. Maybe I'd have to do one with Hybrid or something, because he's on 360, right?
I'm a computer.
Thanks, man, for the follow.
Stop all the downloading.
If you know what that alert is from, you're alright in my book. I feel like a 360 online dynasty would be interesting. I just don't know if it works. Oh.
Bray with the tackle at the 20-yard line. 3rd down.
Nick knows. Body massage, body massage. They're definitely going to put this on the ground, right? Yeah, it's an option. And, oh my gosh, how many times are we going to screw up 3rd and shorts on this drive? Ugh. Oh man, we might have to watch some G.I. Joe videos. If it ever happens, I think it'll be widely talked about, because I think there would be multiple people involved. I don't know what other streamers, oh fuck. I don't know what other streamers are on the 360, but I think that would be a lot of fun. Don't screw this up. Silva's got it. See, can we get a return? No. 5:01 left in the game. We're gonna go conservative tempo. Just try to get out of this damn game with a win. Go 2-1 on the season. That's never happened. And maybe I should just avoid any sort of pitches or throws. Just stick with handoffs for the rest of this game. Try not to goof it up too much. Medley. Oh. Oh, oh. I don't like seeing my quarterback break tackles, to be honest. The more tackles he breaks, the more opportunities he has to fumble. I don't think I have. Definitely unknown to me. I feel like that's something that I would remember. Oh man. Some good weird shit on YouTube. You guys ever heard of Alan Tutorial? That's a good weird one. It's like absolutely bizarre. I remember I used to check that thread like right when T-Builder first went down. I was checking that thread every day. Thompson, he's cheating. Thompson's a cheater. I want to get a touchdown onto one of these. How is he not down? This is the definition of being down, is it not? And then he just says, nah, real quick, let me get up. Also, the ball is just in his forearm. Like, go-go gadget ball. They got an extra yard out of that. Yeah, oh yeah, they locked the shit out of that thread. The Operation Sports one is also pretty cool. Yo, that's some sweet ice. If you're gonna wear like a literal football as a watch, that's hardcore. Should probably get rid of that before I run out of bounds. We're somehow 9-12 passing. I said I wasn't gonna pass anymore, and then I immediately start passing. Just too stupid today. I say today, but we all know what that really means. Is Medley gonna get in there? No. First and goal. Keep burning the clock. I guess. Only get an 18-yard carry. He's averaging 8.2 per carry. That's impressive. First and goal. Too easy. I told you we were gonna run these guys out. We took our training weights off. Oh shit, I should probably kick this. Keep clicking on things I don't mean to. That, not that I go to Reddit. You know, I barely even know what the place is, but I've heard from the friend of a friend, their mom, that was surprisingly, like, terrible subreddit in terms of the content on it. But I wouldn't know, because I don't even really know what Reddit is. Certainly, I don't even know what they call the people who use, like, I'm not a Redditor. It's not me. Right, Clark? She could corroborate. She spends all her time back there. They're probably going to stick to the air, so I'm just going to rush 3 from here on out. See if maybe we can get another pick. If somehow we could have a positive turnover differential on the season, it would be a miracle. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen. A number 23 UCLA just lost to Arizona. Obviously, this is not real life if the UCLA is ranked. But I would like to see my boy Chaz with another pick. Oh, no, it's a screen, but I got tripped up by the running back. He cheated. 3rd and 1. Got out of bounds. 2:07 left. I'm surprised that they're trying this hard still. 2 minutes left. It's like, it's as pathetic as when I was trying to come back against Bama. Who's Miami down against? Also, again, I guess I could look for myself, but does anyone know the outcome of the Memphis Navy game from today? I do think Nebraska gets slaughtered this weekend by Ohio State. All of a sudden, like, we're just giving up these awful runs consistently. 35-23 Memphis. Oh, so they won by 12? That's great news. I put $5 on them to win by 11. And it's part of a parlay. That's an easy $5. It was like probably minus 110 or 120. Nothing great, but yeah, minus 110. I've been thinking about doing a stream decided betting thing every week on college football. That was somehow a good stop on 4th and Inches. I just don't know the format and how it would be done, but like where as a stream we decide what to bet on and like what line to take, like what game and what line to take. I feel like that could be interesting. They're gonna go for this. Oh, they got it, no problem. 4 yards. Connor McBride takes it up the middle. And that's just the way it works. Also, I only know American odds. Like, they just, decimal odds don't make sense to me. How is he going to catch that? Are they going to score off that? Shame, shame, shame. How does he hold on to this? How do we not intercept that? He just jumped over us. Oh, man. Decimal odds, it's just like it would be like instead of, say, minus 110, where you bet, you have to bet 110 to win 100. It's like your odds would be like 1.8 or some shit like that. It's just a different way of showing the same stuff, but it didn't seem as intuitive to me. No, it would be like, I think it's like 2.0, or like getting like 2 would be, doubling would be the same as an even bet. It's like a 1.8 would be kind of similar to like a minus 120 or something. Yeah, that sounds right. Nice sack there. So that'll end the game. With our 3rd sack of the game, a free 50 XP. We are close to leveling up, but more importantly, we're starting 2-1 with a win in conference. And we held them to 17 points. 49 of our own. I think we won the turnover battle. I think we had a pick and didn't give up the ball once. And Medley not throwing an interception, but having an 80-yard touchdown throw is incredible. It's the longest touchdown in Western Arizona University history. And of course it went to Kingsley Manning. Yeah, so 2.0 is the is evens. So like a 1.8 would be the same as like a 4/5 or on a $10 bet you would win $8. But I'm unable to look at decimal odds and immediately say, "Oh, I know what that means." Because as we've established, the intelligence levels are not so high. Colorado State beats Hawaii. Good for them. We better be ranked, right? 2-1 with our huge quality loss against Alabama. Just saying. And now we get our cupcake out of conference against Toledo. I think we're playing it. We might be playing it somewhere weird. Maybe it's just a home game. I don't remember. Also, I'm really frustrated because it keeps showing that, like, every once in a while, I'll have, like, a second where it drops some frames. Tiger, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the sub, man. Maximum Football tomorrow. I don't know when it comes out, but hopefully right as it drops, I'll be on it. We'll be playing as, I don't even know what some of the, like, the Columbia chicken or the Columbus Chickens, or we might make a team in redoing the Gorge University Sharks. It'll just be kind of interesting. We're almost at a milestone. I like that. I like being close to milestones. NCAA Player of the Week. This is fantastic. Everything is coming up giraffes right now. Go ahead and check out ESPN. Heisman Watch. It's got to be some of us, right? Right? I do my stuff on Bovada just because it was like the first one that I heard about, and it's, I don't know, the UI is easy, but I know that it's not the greatest site. Although the state of Oregon is now like started allowing sports betting, and Medley is the NCAA quarterback of the week. 9-12 for 246 yards and 131 on the ground for 4 touchdowns. I don't think I would have ever predicted that Ben would get a Player of the Week honor. And he's a junior. We got him for maybe another year. If we can convince him to stay for his degree again. It's incredible. We only moved up 1 spot in the championship contention ratings, though. That's not good. Not good news. Medley, still one of the greatest rushers in the nation, and as is the case with any dynasty, we're destroying the tackles, but not a whole lot of sacks. Clemens has 2, and Chaz is no longer leading the nation in interceptions. It's another Mountain West team. Joseph out of Utah State gonna steal that spot from him. Curious to see if we have a better returner now that I'm actually remembering to do this. I gotta say, I'm pretty sure that we might have found our man. Let's see. So currently, it's 80 speed, 84 acceleration. We could go 82 speed, 85 acceleration with 2 guys. I would probably take Berg. Maybe Manning. Manning's probably the better guy. He's a 95 overall returner. Yeah, we're gonna make Manning our starting returner, and then the super fast Anthony Jean, true freshman, is the backup. Actually, just remember to make some changes. And we can play an 0-3 Toledo.